e-rev applied directly to the forehead. e-rev applied directly to the forehead.
e-rev is not responsible for any monitor to head-related injuries. View at your own risk.
Hello and welcome to Electronic Revolution TV. My name is Sandy. We have an exciting Combat Arms matchup for you tonight between H2O and Eureka 7. But first, let me introduce my co-caster, as always, Freddy. What's going on, Freddy?
Oh, not much, man. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. I'm excited for this awesome matchup that will be brought to you here live by Limek on the video. What's going on, Limek?
Yo, not much. Looking forward to another Combat Arms and a series of suicides. So watch my play of the week is probably going to be me, suicide myself. So I'm ready and I'm all warmed up. I spent half an hour in the server earlier, just nading myself, and so I'm ready, pumped.
All right, glad to know that you got those suicides down pat, and you won't have any problems with that.
Oh, that's
like
not
I
guaranteed.
said, we're going to be watching. It's going to be guaranteed. So, like I said, we're going to be watching H2O and Eureka 7 go at it tonight. We're actually waiting on one player from H2O. So while we have the time, Freddie, tell me how H2O got through this season and how they got to this quarterfinal matchup tonight.
H2O is actually ranked #1 this season, sporting a record of 7-0, scoring 63 points. But they've come under a little bit of criticism on the WOGL forums at wogl.org. The people criticizing them, saying that they were in the easier division. I think their closest match was against Procore Core, which was 9-8. But other than that, a lot of the other teams in their division had dropped due to the decision of Nexon dropping South America. So some people are saying that E7 had the easy road while H2O had the easy road while E7 was in the stacked Delta division, and they are ranked #8 this season with 4-3, scoring 48 points.
Yeah, E7 definitely, I'd have to agree with what you say as the Combat Arms community in that E7 had the tougher road to this quarterfinal matchup. They were 4-3 this season, this regular season, I believe, with their only losses coming a very close match early on against Vert2. They also lost a very close one to Abstract here on e-rev. I believe it was one by 1 round on Greyhammer, and also their third loss was to Procore Pro, who they avenged last week here on e-rev by just demolishing them. And I had the pleasure to be on the losing side of that one. So they're definitely getting better and better every week. I know from personal experience, E7 is definitely no pushover, and they've been improving their strats and you know, making whatever roster changes they need to make to get this far. So this should be really exciting matchup to watch. We're actually waiting on Dank Tank, which H2O's 5th player, and I believe he's walking here, as he tends to walk the length of the map. On every map he plays, he's very silent, sneaky type, camping type player, so that might be a little joke that Nuts made earlier.
Yeah, if you've ever played with Dank Tank will walk from one spawn to the other, not making a single sound. And along the way, he will find little hiding spots in boxes, on top of rafters, anywhere, and sit and wait. So the little in-game joke before going live here was that Dank Tank was about halfway through Greyhammer, making his way to Sandhog for the match. So.
Alright, and while we have the time, we just want to invite you guys out to the WOGL draft this Friday. We've been doing it every Friday for the last couple weeks now. We're getting better and better turnout each week. Last week was Cold Seed CTF, and we had, I think, 70 players show up, and it was a lot of fun. So this week, do you want to announce the map for this week, Freddie?
Yeah, this week I think we're going to be doing some Rattlesnake S&D, one of the newer maps. They just added Showdown, but unfortunately the only thing that's supported in Showdown right now is Elimination. A lot of debate on the Nexon forums and on our forums that they could have, they most certainly could have added CTF and S&D to that map type to enhance, you know, the game types on there. So yeah, come on out, join us on the WOGL event starting at 8:30. Log in. You need to be a member at legitgamingclub.com. Those guys need to team view you, and either that or be a registered member on a participating WOGL team. And yeah, come on out and join. We'll get you drafted. If you want to be a team captain, you can try out being a team captain. It's a lot of fun. Last week I got my butt handed to me in the first round and was knocked out, but still had a blast bouncing from vent channels. You know, just mingling and talking with everybody and getting feedback and whatnot. So.
Yeah, it should be exciting as we got all the players in here. It could be just waiting on the ready up right now, so you should be all tapping back in a second. The winner of this match will be playing BEB in the semifinals. BEB knocked off Procore Core in a relative upset, I think you'd say, on Sunday. So the winner of this match will be taking them on next Monday or Tuesday, and we'll try to bring that live to you here on e-rev. As we get this first half underway, H2O, like Freddie said, the higher seed, number 1 ranked seed in the whole playoffs coming into this match, so they got the pick, and they're choosing to go offense. What do you, how much weight do you put into that side pick off the start?
The offensive side on this map, I think, is a little bit more of a disadvantage. Defensive setup as they're smoking and just running through here. Queef taking down BNB in a big firefight right now. But the offensive side is definitely the harder side here. If you can lock down and score a couple points on defense, you definitely have the advantage here. Queef taking down Natal, taking down Limek, and Nuts in your face to clutch it 4-0.
Nuts in your face just got turned on real hard. Queef just embarrassing their whole team with a multi-kill. H2O trying to smoke rush off the start and just totally getting demolished. They're probably going to be slow playing it this round after that. As
absolutely.
like said, often.
Limex successfully naded himself this time. H2O looks like they're going to smoke that right side, and they're already headed up into spawn, so I don't know what E7's doing as far as setting up defensively.
Yeah, we got Because up on L taking shots. He's going to back into construction, and Gimpy is over on Copper, rotating into spawn right now in a 2v4. So not looking good for Eureka 7. H2O doing the same thing twice in a row. It just pays off for him in the kills this time. As Gimpy takes down Wemick right after the bomb plant. And 35 seconds left on the bomb plant as the bomb just planted. Gimpy makes his way into the backside as Because is kind of walking in. And Gimpy takes down Nuts in Your Face down to a 2v2. Gimpy and Because versus Slashdance and Natal. Gimpy right now is defusing as Slashdance gets taken down as he's defusing. Slashdance shoots him in the back. Because got no time, takes down Natal with a huge kill. Crucial error by Natal going in early as Because is going to have plenty of time to defuse. All Natal had to do was buy time and run in there with like 2-3 seconds left, and he would have had an easy one. So Eureka 7 takes the 2-0 lead.
Absolutely. It doesn't look to me like H2O is going to slow down at all either. It looks like they're all going to overload this right side maybe. Actually, Wemick is going to split and go far left through double doors. You've got Nuts playing around up top, Natal going right, B&B is also up top with him. They're smoking that right side, and Because taking down Nuts in Your Face, B&B and Wemick. Wemick taking out Gimpy. Because is just opening a can this round.
Yeah, he's 6-0 right now. He had a huge nade from L over into Upper Cafe, and then I believe it was Wemick who came through double doors, got shot down. So Slashdance was just at double doors. He's rotating back to mid, which I saw from Because' Ghost, and it's going to be real tough for him to do anything in this 1v4. H2O has been rushing these first 3 rounds, really not paying off for them. They need at least 1 round to have a chance on defense, I would think.
Oh, absolutely. You need at least one, if not 2 rounds on offensive, unless you are just that confident in your defensive strategy. Slashdance actually taking down Because up there, but yeah, you definitely, he's actually got eyes on whoever's watching front spawn here and snuck in, but 2G takes him down with the headshot. Not going to sneak by that one.
Alright, so let's take a peek at H2O's War Room. Let's see what they can do to adjust as they're down in a 3-0 hole. Let's go, Limey.
What a fucking game.
Hey, Nick's on.
You sound like that thing if you can nade over. Just shoot me through cracks.
I smoke center, just fuck with him.
Jippy's still out there, Nuts.
Oh shit. Down the box.
I hate Queef.
Wow, he just fucking pre-fired the wall.
Nixon and Queef are both hurt. Nixon's dead.
Nixon's dead.
Queef was by the helicopter.
Right,
This spawn,
B.
this spawn.
Bravo team wins. seconds.
And Eureka 7 takes it to a 4-0 lead now. Like I said, I think H2O would have switched up their strats after going down in a 3-0 hole, rushing those first 3 rounds. Excuse me. And right now they're playing 4v5, as I believe Slash Dance lagged out. So this is looking real bad for H2O. Because taking out Natal with an early nade, and it's down to 5v3. They really need this round to have a chance on defense.
Absolutely nothing's working out for them. They tried the 2 quick rushes, then they tried to slow play. Gimpy taking down Wemmick with another nade, and that'll take them down to a 2v5 matchup. It's got to be real frustrating, though, because, like I said, they tried the first couple rounds with the quick rushes, hot and heavy, overload one side, then they try to split it up and slow it down, send everybody different routes, and the E7's at the top of their game right now. Nuts in your face taking down 2G, but I just don't think that's going to be enough, Sandy.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be enough at all. Like you said, those rushes weren't working out for them. I thought they had a really good chance to take a round away the second round of the match, where they rushed right. They had a 4v2 and just sloppy play by a few H2O members on not knowing how to manage the bomb after it's planted. All they had to do was buy time, wait for it to be, an easy kill on the defuse, and they kind of just rushed in there and gave E7 an easy round. So right now, Power NBB, is the last player alive in a 1v4 as Gimpy takes down Nuts. And this isn't looking good for them right here as time's ticking away with 1:15 left. Power was just that double doors rotating over to mid, and they're all playing real passive. Nixon's actually at mid taking shots at him, and taking shots back and forth. He, opts to play it smart, so he's backing up. Because on the right side, Queef on truck and Nixon in mid, so Eureka 7's definitely got this on lock right now.
Yeah, BNB's really not sure which way he's going to go. He's gone back through spawn 3 or 4 times now, trying to decide, and it's got to be frustrating for him too, because you've got nowhere to go, but at the same time your team can't ghost you and let you know what's going on. He's sneaking up on whoever this is at mid, and Nixon actually takes down BNB quite easily.
So a 5-0 sweep by Eureka 7 on this first half. Are you surprised here? But what just happened?
Man, I'm a little speechless. I'll run down some scores here. Power BNB 3-5, Wemmick 3-5, Nuts in Your Face 2-5, Natal 1-5. Because for E7 is 7-2, Gimpy 7-3, Queef 5-1, 2G 3-3, Nixon 2-2. Just rather embarrassing. Rather embarrassing, Sandy.
Yeah, like we said before, Sandhog is one of those more defensive-sided maps than some of the other S&D maps. You can even give the advantage to offense, but I think Sandhog is one of those more defensively-sided maps. I think H2O should have definitely had at least one round there, like I said, with that right side rush. But just poor play, and you can't play poorly as a team against such a high-caliber team like Eureka 7. They've been improving every week, and it's definitely paying off here as they're going into second half with a 5-0 lead over the #1 seed.
But as we've seen before, it's just that easy for H2O to come right back and 5-0 them and send this thing into overtime. Anything can happen at the drop of a dime here. It should be exciting, but one round taken out by E7 and it's over.
Yeah, all they need is one round on offense. Eureka 7 does, so I'm sure they're going to be mixing it up with the slow plays and the rushes. Slash Dance, actually the one who lagged out, is being subbed out for Dank Tank, so we were actually waiting on him earlier, but he had some lag issues. Let's see if that substitution can make a big difference for H2O here. As Eureka 7 stacked 3 on right side, all pushing through. Wemmick takes down Gimpy, Queef takes down Natal and Power. Power takes down Because with a nade. So it's down to a 3v2. Queef is in the bomb site, waiting for the flank right now. Nixon's up top in Upper Cafe trying to get a peek. And it's 2v2 now as Queef takes down Dank Tank. Puts the bomb down. Nixon's slow walking through double doors here. And Queef goes down, so Nixon's got to get over there ASAP as they've recently passed the bomb defuse. Only takes a few seconds. He's going to be coming in from Pillar Shard. Takes down Wemmick. I'm not sure if Nuts is defusing. He is, but he opts off to. So Nixon's in a good spot here as Nuts charges him. And Nixon takes down Nuts. Huge round, and that's the match for E7.
That's it. That is the upset right there. Wow, the number 8 E7 defeating the number 1 seeded H2O, 6-0 right now. I'm speechless, Sandy. I don't know what to say.
I think you had picked H2O before the match, but I was leaning towards E7, having played with them throughout the season. Seen how their play has progressed. I got to play with them twice, and they're definitely improving every week, and they haven't given up a round here to H2O, which is really impressive. Let's take a look at E7's War Room. They've got to be feeling pretty good right now. Let's go.
I'm pushing up. I don't see anyone in spawn.
Catwalk, I see one.
Smoke. Smoke it.
Queef, don't move.
Alright, last one's catwalk. Go spawn, Tuji. Tuji, go spawn.
Tuji, get down.
Just, never mind.
The bomb has been planted.
He's still on cat mode.
He's gonna go ladder side. Tuji, push up a little.
Alpha team wins.
Alright, and we're back. So we got some semi-final matchups finally set in stone. E7 is going to be taking on BEB next week. And on the other side of the bracket, Abstract is going to be taking on Vert2. So we'll try to bring both of those matches to you here live on e-rev. And they should be some exciting ones, as E7 is really rolling right now. I'm going to pick them to advance to the finals with Vert2 and give them a really close match in the end, but I think Vert2 is going to take it. What are your thoughts on how the rest of the playoffs are going to play out this season, Freddie?
Well, I'll admit I was wrong picking H2O, so you don't want to place your bets on my side of the table, that's for sure. I'll give the rundown. Earlier in the week, we saw the number 2 Virtue defeat number 7 DR 10-5. Number 3 Abstract defeating the number 11 No Mercy 10-2, and of course the number 5 BB taking down the number 4 Procore Team Core 9-5. I'm actually really looking forward to the Abstract Vert2 match coming up next week, and I think it's going to be a little bit closer than anybody thinks. But I do think that because we did see a little bit of sloppy play last night from Virtue, not the 10-0 that everybody expected to see. But I do think Virtue will will prevail on that map, especially with it being Warhead. Those guys are just unstoppable. They know the pick points, they know the choke holds, they know the bottlenecks. It's really a well-oiled machine and exciting to watch.
Yeah, that's and a little just to add a little fuel to the fire. You remember Happytron was calling out Vert2 a few weeks back, so they'll be bringing the heat for Vert2 in that match, Cat, and Eureka 7 just picking up momentum week by week, and they just add another notch on their belt, knocking off H2O tonight. So I really doubt BEB is going to be able to knock them off next week. I think E7's just on fire right now, and they're just going to keep rolling and rolling right into the finals.
Absolutely, and you know, they did make a couple key acquisitions before the roster cutoff. Adding Nixon, I think, was huge on their part. Nixon, a pretty good veteran S&D player, guy is always in an S&D room, whether it's Puvin or whether it's with the E7 in the Bulldog server. Definitely somebody you want. Definitely somebody you want as Nuts takes down Because up top here, and Bravo will actually take that 3-2 now.
Yeah, so H2O getting some redemption as we see these sloppy rush type rounds, and I guess they got to be really down right now, but at the same time they're playing for pride. This is the last match of the season for them. So I mean, they had a great run and only one loss, and they're going to be knocked out in quarterfinals, which is real unfortunate. I think if they would have been in a tougher division, they would have. I mean, sometimes losing can really help you, and I think that's what happened to E7 this season. I think after losing a couple of those matches, they learned what they needed to work on, and much props to them for sticking together as a team after losing 3 matches. That's really rare to find. Most teams in this day and age you'll see break up after 1 loss, but it shows that if you can persevere through that, you'll get better and better, and they're showing it off tonight here on e-rev.
Absolutely. Not only that, Sandy, but like you mentioned before, their losses weren't steamrolls. It's not like they bellied up and went 10-0 against Virtu, or bellied up and went 10-0, versus Abstract or Procore.
No.
They were tough. They were tough matches, and then came back and rather handed Procore their ass a couple weeks ago here on e-rev.
Yeah, that's right. And so it should be. I'm really excited for that Virtu Abstract match, like you said, which we'll bring to you next week, as well as E7BEB. We have some CTF matchups at WOGL going on tomorrow night. If you want to tell us a little bit about that, Freddie.
Yeah, actually, tomorrow night will be the grudge match with Procore Team Pro and Procore Team Core. Be facing off in Cold Seed, which is both teams' strength and map. Those Procore guys are always in a Cold Seed CTF match if you go in one of the servers, and always looking for a Cold Seed CTF match in Bulldog too. Unfortunately, Nexon hasn't given us a what's the word I'm looking for here?
Spectate mode.
Spectate mode. Thank you. A spectate mode yet, so we can't cache CTF yet.
Yeah, we're actually. I've been discussing some things with an Nexon GM, and we're looking at mid-June for a spectate mode. So I was told they've actually failed on their promises numerous times, but that'll increase to the quality of our cast, and it'll be a lot more exciting to watch. As well as we'll have the ability to cast CTF, which is, there's a lot of players out there that really prefer CTF. A lot of games have an S&D type game type, but Combat Arms is one of the few that has CTF, which is a lot more fast-paced, a lot more action, and that should be exciting. So by Season 2, we're looking to implement that. Season 2 signups should be opening as soon as playoffs are over, so in about 2 weeks you can get your team signed up at wogl.org, and we'll have all the rules and information set by that time.
Absolutely, and with spectate mode we won't need to watch Limek knife Sandy in the head, nor will we have to watch Limey climb the tower and Rattlesnake twice after failing to nade himself.
Yeah,
if you ever want to hear a funny story or watch a funny cast, watch the Procore E7 and Limey have to scale the tower in E7 twice, or scale the tower in Rattlesnake twice.
Yeah, casting Combat Arms can be kind of fail at times, but people tuning in and they want to see what kind of strats these top teams are employing, and that only helps the evolution of the game. As if you give your strats away, you try not to give your strats away, but in a live match cast, you really can't help it. A lot of weaker teams are often dodging some of these WOGL teams for the sake of Bulldog record and meaningless things, and we like to say a lot that you're never going to get better by playing bad teams all the time. But in this case, you can just by watching these casts and picking up on the strats and learning from it. So it's definitely something to keep an eye on.
Absolutely too, and a good way to improve your strats too is to come out and join us at the WOGL draft on Friday nights. I learned a couple new spots that I've been employing in Warhead. Also a couple little pick spots in Cold Seed that I've been practicing after playing with a couple new guys.
Yep, and that's gonna do it for tonight's cast, as H2O takes the second round 5-3. So overall, 8-5 win by Eureka7. It really didn't matter halfway through. Let's see if we can get some of these. Let's see if we can get Gimpy or Queef in here for an interview, as they were really impressive tonight. And let's see if they can get us a few words.
Absolutely, I'll run down the scores here for E7. You've got Queef going 8-7, Because going 7-7, Nixon going 5-6, Gimpy going 4-8, and 2G going 3-7. For H2O, you've got Natal CA going 8-4, Dank Tank going 8-5, Nuts in Your Face going 8-6, Wemmick going 7-5, and Power BNB going 4-7.
Yeah, impressive match by Eureka 7. I'm just trying to get Gimpy in here, the leader of E7, for a interview. So if you just bear with us, we'll have some words from him.
Absolutely. Again, I'd like to invite everybody to the draft on Friday night. You can sign up at legitgamingclub.com. Either that or be a participating member in a WOGL competition team. Captains are selected at 8:30, and we get things rolling from there and get a team, get a spot, and have some fun with that. Every week we add little perks. A couple weeks ago we added hats. This week we added backpacks. Not sure we'll do either one of those perks for Rattlesnake, simply because we kind of pulled a fast one with everybody allowing backpacks on Cold Seed, because you don't exactly need a sniper rifle in Cold Seed. But a lot of people were doubling up their automatic rifles or their SMGs. So you can look at look for the formal announcement on WOGL.org. Any word from Gimpy yet, Sandy?
Gimpy's actually denied the interview, but we have Because coming in here shortly. So he'll have some words for us, and we can get some input on how they feel after tonight's match, what they're thinking going into next week's Warhead against BEB. Now, we saw BEB struggle a little bit on Warhead a few weeks into the season against Rearranged, but it turns out we had a few members of Rearranged get caught hacking, so I don't know how much weight you can put into that match. But let's get a few words from Because here. What's going on, Because? Hello? Congratulations, man. You guys look great tonight. Are you a little shocked about, I mean, I don't want to say how easy it was, but that was a 5-0 sweep on the first half, and you took that first round right away. It was over as fast as it could be. Have you guys been working on Sandhog for quite a while, or is this, do you have new strats coming in tonight's match? What do you think made the difference in tonight's match, basically? I believe your mic might be muted there, so you might want to recheck that. Alright, so kind of fail interview with Because. He's having some technical problems. I'm not sure if it's me. Can you hear him, Freddy?
No, I assumed you could, because you kept asking him questions.
Oh, I was hearing him earlier, but I guess his sound card decided to fail at precisely the right moment. So
but we're gonna try to get. I'm talking to Gimpy right now. We'll try to get someone else in here.
Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. E7 looked real good tonight, so we want to give them their props. And they're a good example for a lot of teams out there that kind of rage quit the season after 1 or 2 matches. They stuck together. They took Nixon from one of those teams, Fashion Police, that quit the season after the first match, and they really persevered through their losses and got better and better each week. So here's Gimpy. What's up, Gimpy?
Hey guys.
Congratulations tonight, man.
Thanks, Andy.
I was just asking Because before his vent decided to crap all over himself. I'm not sure, but I was just asking Because were you a little shocked about how quickly you were able to take out H2O. I mean, that went as fast as it could have with you guys taking the first 6 rounds right away.
Oh yeah, before, because really wanted to do the interview, I feel really bad for him. He was like crying to me about it. He's so mad right now. He's raging.
Yeah, that kind of.
But
sucks,
yeah, anyways,
but,
we were actually really surprised. We thought it was gonna be a lot harder because we all had like finals this week and we really didn't have much time to practice. We basically seriously got on like 30 minutes before the match and just like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. Let's see what happens.
yeah, I didn't really see. I mean, I didn't really see any new strats out of you guys tonight. I think it was just sticking to the basics. You had the better shots, and H2O kind of rushed a little early on you guys when you were on defense, and it didn't work out for him those first 3 rounds, and then it was just all downhill from there. What are you thinking about BEB next weekend? Warhead, is Warhead one of your stronger maps?
Well, Sandy, as you know, we kind of got destroyed by Procore on Alpha side on Warhead, so we're feeling kind of iffy about that. But none of us really know many of the BEB players, so it's like another, I guess it's like a wild card.
Yeah, I was just going over earlier about how BEB had gotten kind of embarrassed by rearranged in an e-rev cast on Warhead, but so much turns out that rearranged had a few players get caught with hacks, so I don't know how much you can put blame on BEB for losing that Warhead match. But I was just mentioning earlier, you guys have been getting better and better each week. Really impressed that you're not one of those teams that falls apart after a few losses. You had 3 losses this season, and it seems like you pulled together under fire more than anything. Is that something you preach to your guys, or you just have those kind of guys that they don't care about losing, they just want to have fun?
Dude, yeah, definitely, Sandy. Like when we started Woggle, we were basically pub nubs. We were just a group of guys who got together. And really, I'm really happy with like Queef and Because and 2G. They really learned how to play and step it up, as you can see tonight in their match.
Absolutely, and I said during the match what a key acquisition it was after Fashion Police had dropped. You guys pretty much immediately picked up Nixon, and that obviously was huge pickup for you guys. Nixon's a very stout S&D player.
Yeah, actually, it wasn't actually us who picked up Nixon. Nixon actually came to us, and one of our guys, if any of you guys know him, Kissix, he just kind of went AWOL. I think his girlfriend freaked out on him. And it was really just a relief to me to pick up someone like Nixon. And yeah, he basically just like walked onto our team. She's just like, yo, I want to play for you guys, and I was like, all right.
Well, I'm sure you're glad that he decided to make that decision, as it's definitely been paying off this season. So you guys are moving on to the semifinals against BEB. And on the other half, you got Virtue and Abstract. You got any predictions for those 2 matches?
Dude, we got so lucky to be put on the other bracket, actually. But I know there's a lot of shit going on between Virtue and Abstract. I'm just kind of eager to wait to see what happens. But to be honest, I'm looking for Virtue to win. I'm looking forward to actually playing them again.
All right, and Gimpy, do me a favor, tell us about those green linen shirts.
You want Freddy? I can make some.
Referring to Gimpy playing WoW here, that's also a little personal dig at Sandy, who loves to kill pumas too. So,
yeah, I love skinning pumas, and love my World of Warcraft. I'm sorry, but I am a little bit of a nerd, as me and Gimpy share the same interests. But if you guys want to, definitely, like we said earlier, come out on Friday for the WOGL draft. Are you going to be there this Friday, Gimpy?
What is the specs? I wasn't out last Friday because I just didn't want to play CTF.
We're doing Rattlesnake S&D. I'm not sure what perks we're going to allow yet, but we'll definitely be doing some more S&D. So I'm sure you E7 guys will come out in full force.
Yeah, definitely. For anyone listening, go to the draft. It's really fun, actually. It's a lot more fun than I thought it'd be. And you just get to meet new people and just like kind of make, I guess, like combat arms connections, I guess.
Yeah, definitely a lot of fun. You guys are actually playing Virtu tomorrow night in CTF. Do you have any predictions on that match?
Oh yeah, me and EKEC were actually joking around about that yesterday. Like we're not, as you know, both of us are not like capture the flag teams, so it's gonna be pretty entertaining, I think. I think we're just gonna be like running around doing whatever.
Yeah, well, good luck in that match, and good luck next week against BEB. Congratulations tonight, and definitely catch us next week here on e-rev for those two semifinal matches. And any last words, Freddie?
No, I'd just like to say thanks to Steve over at ScrimSpot for providing the anti-cheat for WOGL this season. I also like to say thanks to Extreme Redirect for providing the Ventrilo that everybody is more than welcome to come to and discuss the match of the weeks as they're being casted, and also for the Draft Weekly, and also to our sponsors Jinx. You can check them out at jinx.com, clothing for gamers and nerds.
Do you guys want our shirt sizes?
What was that?
Do you guys want our shirt sizes?
Wow!
There's
some confidence there!
Can't be making the prediction there. I guess we'll get that from you. We're gonna have to wait till after the finals, but I like the confidence. I like it. So from everybody here at e-rev, Freddie, Limek, and everyone here at e-rev, we'd like to thank you for watching, and have a good night.